just wanna nibble on your night. You so sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turns they light. So jump, in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is hot. He gets the hook up with Rice. They get 18 on the pitch and catch, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Second and 7. To throw is Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Pacheco. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete, right side. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down.
He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here we go, set. Ready. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Second down and 8. Play action here. Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run with Pacheco. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, KC. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Packers nothing. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touch. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stay on the ground. A big hole to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now it's Mahomes. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now a give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Let's go.
His drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to try it here again. And this will be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. On comes the Chiefs punter. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll turn and hand this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. A run now on second down. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now a give on the ground. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Packers set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle, and that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 22.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
He'll get about 2. Junior Colson there to make the stop. They go play action with Mahomes. Oh, and Rice is wide open. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
It's first down, and they'll run. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Motion man is Rice. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. Throwing now, Mahomes. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They've come this far, get the feeling they want more than 3. So here they will go for it on 4th and goal. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
On second down, they'll run. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up!
Here's 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. This one up top for Dobbs. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. They motion a receiver right. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
14. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Here's a run going left. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. On the give, this is Kamara.
Alvin Kamara on the carry. The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Yellow.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Yellow.
Motion man is Rice. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Yellow.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And they'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Ready.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Cowboy 80.
Now, faking the give. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if you're...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
To a knee goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. And now the punting unit will come up. And this will work out well. Touchdown by the special teams unit right at the 10-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He's going to try it here again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it.
Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety.